All glories to Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. All glories to Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrta Madhya Lila, Chapter 24. The 61 explanations of the Atmarama verse. The following summary of this chapter is given by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur in his Amrita Pravaha Bhasya. According to Sri Sanatana Goswami's request, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained the well-known Srimad Bhagavatam verse beginning with Atmaramas Cha Munaya. He explained this verse in 61 different ways. He analyzed all the words and described each word with its different connotations. Adding the words cha and api, he described all the different meanings of the verse. He then concluded that different classes of transcendentalists, jnanis, karmis, yogis, utilize this verse according to their own interpretation. But if they would give up this process and surrender to Krishna, as indicated by the verse itself, they would be able to comprehend the real meaning of the verse. In this regard, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu narrated a story about how the great Narada converted a hunter into a great Vaishnava, and how this was appreciated by Narada's friend, Parvata Muni. Sanatana Goswami then offered a prayer to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained the glory of Srimad Bhagavatam. After this, the Lord gave Sanatana Goswami a synopsis of the Hari Bhakti Vilas, which Sanatana Goswami later developed into the guiding principle of all Vaishnavas. Text 1. Atmaramati padarkasi atharmam shunya prakshayan jagatamo jaharavyat sachaitanyo dayachala. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who acted as the eastern horizon where the sun of the Atmarama verse rose. He manifested its rays in the form of different meanings, and thus eradicated the darkness of the material world. May he protect the universe. 2. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakti Vrinda. All glories to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All glories to Lord Nityananda. All glories to Advaita Chandra. And all glories to all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya. 3. Tabesana Tana Prabhura Charane Dariya Gunarapi Kahe Kichu Vinaya Kariya. Thereafter, Sanatana Goswami clasped the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and humbly submitted the following petition. 4. Purvesuni yachontumi sarva bhoma stane ekashloke atara artha karyacha vyakhyane. Sanatana Goswami said, My Lord, I have heard that previously at the home of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, you explained the Atmarama verse in 18 different ways. 5. Atmaramas cha munya nirgranta apya rupu krame kurvancha haitu kim bhaktim itam bhuta gunohari. Those who are self-satisfied and unattracted by external material desires are also attracted to the loving service of Sri Krishna, whose qualities are transcendental and whose activities are wonderful. Hari, the personality of Godhead, is called Krishna because he has such transcendental attractive features. Purport. This is the famous Atmarama verse from Srimad Bhagavatam 1.7.10. 6. Ascharya Sudhiya Mora Ukantita Mana Kripakari Kahayari Judaya Shravana. I have heard this wonderful story and am therefore very inquisitive to hear your explanation again. If you would kindly repeat it, I would be very pleased to hear. 7. Prabhu kahe amivatula amhara vachane sarvabhoma vatula taha satyakari mane. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu replied, I am one madman, and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is another. Therefore he took my words to be the truth. 8. Kiva prala pilana kichu nahika smarane tomara sangha bhave yari kichu hayamane. I do not recall what I spoke in that connection, but if something comes to my mind due to your association, I shall explain it. 9. Sahaje amara kichu artha nahi base Tomasa bara sangha bale kichu prakashe. Generally, by myself I cannot give an explanation, but by the strength of your association something may manifest itself. 10. Ekadasa pada ehi shloke sunir mala prataknana artha pade kare jala mala. There are 11 clear words in this verse, but when they are studied separately, various meanings glitter from each word. The 11th purport. The 11 separate words are 1. Atmarama, 2. Cha, 3. Munaya, 4. Nirgrantha, 5. Api, 6. Uruprame, 7. Kurvanti, 8. Ahitukim, 9. Bhaktim, 10. Itam Bhuta Guna, and 11. Hari. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will explain the different connotations and imports of these words. 11. Atma sabbe brahma deha manayatna dritti buddhi svabhava ei satta artha prapti. The 7 different meanings of the word Atma are the absolute truth, the body, the mind, endeavor, firmness, intelligence, and nature. 12. Atma deha mano brahma svabhava dritti buddhishu. Atma deha mano brahma svabhava dritti buddhishu prayatne chaiti. The following are synonyms of the word Atma: the body, mind, absolute truth, natural characteristics, firmness, intelligence, and endeavor. Purport. This is a quote from the Vishva Prakash Dictionary. 13. Ehi sate rame yehi sei atma ramagana atma ramaganera age kariba ganana. The word Atmaram refers to one who enjoys these 7 items, the absolute truth, body, mind, and so on. Later I shall enumerate the Atmaramas. 14. Muniyadi sadhera artha sunasanatana pratak artha pache kariba milana. My dear Sanatan, first hear the meanings of the other words, beginning with the word Muni. I shall first explain their separate meanings, then combine them. 15. Muni sabde manhana shila arakahe moni tapasvi vrati yati ararishi muni. The word muni refers to one who is thoughtful, one who is grave or silent, an ascetic, one who keeps great vows, one in the renounced order, and a saint. These are the different meanings of the word muni. 16. Nirgranta sabde kahe avidya granti hina vidhi nishedha veda shastra jnanadi vihina. The word nirgranta refers to one who is liberated from material knots of ignorance. It also refers to one who is devoid of all regulative principles enjoined in the Vedic literature. It also refers to one who does not have knowledge. 17. Murkhani cha mlecha ari shastra rikta gana dana sanchayi nirgranta araye nirdhana. Nirgranta also refers to one who is illiterate, low-born, misbehaved, unregulated, and devoid of respect for the Vedic literature. The word also refers to one who is a capitalist and to one who has no riches. 18. Nirnischaye niskramarthe nirmana nishedhayo granto dane tasandharbe varna sangratane picha. The prefix ni may be used for a sense of ascertainment, gradation, construction, or forbidding. The word granta means riches, thesis, and composition. Purport. This is another quote from the Visva Prakash Dictionary. 19. Uru krama sabekahe badayangra krama krama sabekahe para vivikshepana. The word urukram refers to one whose kram, step, is great. The word kram means throwing the foot forward, that is, stepping. 20. Shakti kampa paripati yuti shakti akramana charana chalane kana paila tribhuvana. Krama also means power, trembling, a systematic method, argument, and a forcible attack by stepping forward. Thus Vamana caused the three worlds to tremble. Purport. Uru means very great, and Krama means step. When Lord Vamanadev was offered 3 steps of land, he expanded his 3 steps by covering the entire universe. In this way, the 3 worlds trembled, and therefore Sri Vamanadev, the incarnation of Lord Vishnu, is referred to as Uru Krama. 21. Vishnurnu viryagananam katamoratiha yapartivanya pikavir vimame rajamsi shaskambhaya svarahasa skalata tripristam yasmatri samya sadhanad urukampayanam. Even if a learned man is able to count all the minute atoms in this material world, he still cannot count all the potencies of Lord Vishnu. In the form of the Vamana incarnation, Lord Vishnu, without hindrance, captured all the planets extending from the root of the material world up to Satya Loka. Indeed, he caused every planetary system to tremble by the force of his steps. Purport. This is a quote from Srimad Bhagavatam 2.7.40. In the Rig Veda, mantras 1.2.154.1, it is said, Om Vishnur Virani Kam Pravocham Yapartibhani Vimame Rajamsi Yoskambhayad Utram Sadhastam Vichakramanas Tredhurukaya. The meaning of this verse is practically identical to that of the verse from Srimad Bhagavatam quoted above. 22. Vibhurupe vyape shakti dharana poshana madhurya shakti goloka aisvarye parabhyoma. Through his all-pervasive feature, the Supreme Personality of Godhead has expanded the entire creation. He is holding and maintaining this creation by his extraordinary potency. By this conjugal potency, he maintains the planetary system known as Goloka Vrindavan. Through his 6 opulences, he maintains many Vaikuntha planets. In his gigantic form, Lord Krishna has covered the creation. He holds all the planetary systems and maintains them by his inconceivable potencies. Similarly, he is maintaining his personal abode, Goloka Vrindavan, through his conjugal love, and he is maintaining the spiritual world containing the Vaikuntha planets by his opulences. 23. Maya Shakti Brahmandadi Paripati Shrujana Urukrama Sadhera Ei Artha Nirupana. The word Urukram indicates the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who by his external potency has perfectly created innumerable universes. 24. Kramashakto Paripatyam Kramaschalana Kampayo. These are the different meanings of the word krama. It is used in the sense of potency, systematic arrangement, step, moving or trembling. Purport. This is a quote from the Vishvaprakash Dictionary. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is all-pervasive. Not only does he carry the 3 worlds by his inconceivable energy, but he maintains them also. He is also maintaining his spiritual planet Goloka Vrindavan by his conjugal love, and he is maintaining the Vaikuntha lokas by his opulences. He maintains the material universes through his external energy. The material universes are perfectly situated because they are created by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. 25. Kurvanti pada eyi para samhai pada haya Krishna shuka nimitta bhajan etat parya kahaya. The word kurvanti means they do something for others. Since it is a form of the verb to do, indicating things done for others, it is used in connection with devotional service, which must be executed for the satisfaction of Krishna. That is the purport of the word kurvanti. Purport. In Sanskrit, the verb to do has 2 forms, technically called parasmaipad and atmanepad. When things are done for one's personal satisfaction, the form is called atmanepad. In that case, the word do in English is kurvate in Sanskrit. When things are done for others, the verb form changes to kurvanti. Thus, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu informed Sanatana Goswami that in the Atmarama verse, the verb kurvanti means that things should be done only for the satisfaction of Krishna. This is supported by the grammarian Panini. The verb is formed as atmanepad when the work is to be done for one's own benefit, and when it is done for others, it is called parasmaipad. Thus, the verb is formed according to whether something is done for one's self-satisfaction or for another's satisfaction. 26. Svarita nita part 3. Abhipraye kriya phale. The terminations of the Atmanepad are employed when the fruit of the action accrues to the agent of verbs having an indicatory n, nya, or svarita accent. Purport. This is the quotation from Panini's Sutras 1.3.72. 27. Hetu sade kahe bhuti ari vanchantare bhuti siddhi mukti mukhya eitina prakare. The word hetu, cause, means that a thing is done for some motive. There can be three motives. One may act to enjoy the result personally, to achieve some material perfection, or to attain liberation. 28. Eka bhukti kahe bhoga ananta prakara siddhi astadasa mukti pancha vidhakara. First we take the word bhukti, material enjoyment, which is of unlimited variety. We may also take the word siddhi, perfection, which has 18 varieties. Similarly, the word mukti has 5 varieties. 29. Ehiyanha nahitaha bhakti ahoituki yaha hoiteva sahaya Shri Krishna kautuki. Causeless devotional service is unmotivated by sense enjoyment, perfection, or liberation. When one is freed from all these contaminations, he can bring Lord Krishna, who is very funny, under control. 30. Bhakti sabdera artahaya dasa vidhakara eka sadhana prema bhakti nava prakara. There are 10 meanings for the word bhakti, devotional service. One is sadhana bhakti, execution of devotional service according to the regulative principles, and the other 9 are varieties of prema bhakti, ecstatic love of Godhead. Purport. The 9 varieties of prema bhakti are rati, prem, sneha, mana, pranaya, raga, anuraga, bhava, and mahabhava. Attraction, love, affection, adverse feelings, intimacy, attachment, subattachment, ecstatic love, and sublime ecstatic love. For the word sadhana bhakti, there is only one meaning, the execution of devotional service according to the regulative principles. 31. Rati lakshana prema lakshani chari prachara Mahavarupa mahabhava lakshana rupa ara. Next are explained the symptoms of love of Godhead, which can be divided into 9 varieties, beginning with attraction and extending up to ecstatic love, and finally up to the topmost ecstatic love, Mahabhav. 32. Shanta bhaktera rati bare prema paryanta dasya bhaktera rati haya raga dasa anta. The attraction to Krishna of devotees on the platform of neutrality increases up to love of Godhead, prema, and the attraction of devotees on the platform of servitorship increases to spontaneous attachment, raga. 33. Chakagane rarati haya anuraga paryanta pitrimatri sneha adi anuraganta. Devotees in Vrindavan who are friends of the Lord can increase their ecstatic love to the point of anurag. Parental affectionate lovers, Krishna's father and mother, can increase their love of Godhead up to the end of anurag. 34. Kantagane rarati paya mahabhava sima bhakti sabdera esaba artera mahima. The gopis of Vrindavan who are attached to Krishna in conjugal love can increase their ecstatic love up to the point of Mahabhav, the greatest ecstatic love. These are some of the glorious meanings of the word bhakti. 35. Itam bhuta guna sabera sunaha vyakhyana. Itam sabera bina artha guna sabera ana. Please hear the meaning of the word itam bhuta guna, which is found in the Atmarama verse. Itam bhuta has different meanings and guna has other meanings. 36. Itam bhuta sabhera artha punananda maya yanra age brahmananda trina prayahaya. The word itam bhuta is transcendentally exalted because it means full of transcendental bliss. Before this transcendental bliss, the bliss derived from merging into the existence of the Absolute, Brahmananda, becomes like a piece of straw in comparison. 37. Tvatsakshat karan halda vishudabdi stitasya me sukhani gosh padayante brahmanyapi jagadguru. My dear Lord, O Master of the universe, since I have directly seen you, my transcendental bliss has taken the shape of a great ocean. Being situated in that ocean, I now realize all other so-called happiness to be like the water contained in the hoofprint of a calf. Purport. This is a verse from the Hari Bhakti Sudhodaya 14.36. 38. Sarvakarshaka sarvaladaka maharasayana apannarabalekare sarva vishmarana. Lord Krishna is so exalted that he is more attractive than anything else and more pleasing than anything else. He is the most sublime abode of bliss. By his own strength, he causes one to forget all other ecstasies. 39. Mukti mukti siddhi shuka chadaya yara gande alaukika shakti gune Krishna kripaya bhande. Pure devotional service is so sublime that one can very easily forget the happiness derived from material enjoyment, material liberation, and mystic or yogic perfection. Thus, the devotee is bound by Krishna's mercy and his uncommon power and qualities. 40. Shastra yukti nahi ihan siddhanta vichara isvabhava guneyate madhuyera sara. When one is attracted to Krishna on the transcendental platform, there is no longer any logical argument on the basis of revealed scripture, nor are there considerations of such conclusions. This is his transcendental quality, that is the essence of all transcendental sweetness. 41. Guna sabdera artha krishnera guna ananta sachid rupa guna sarva puranananda. The word guna means qualities. The qualities of Krishna are transcendentally situated and are unlimited in quantity. All of the spiritual qualities are full of transcendental bliss. 42. Aishvarya madhuya karunye swarupa purnata bhaktavatsaya atma paryanta bhadanyata. Krishna's transcendental qualities of opulence, sweetness, and mercy are perfect and full. As far as Krishna's affectionate leaning toward his devotees is concerned, he is so magnanimous that he can give himself to his devotees. Thus ends our reading for today. All glories to Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Charya Maharaj Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees Ki Jai. All glories to the worldwide devotees Ki Jai. All glories to all human and non-human living entities Ki Jai. Gaura Pramanandi Hari Haribol.